Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. So, in the last episode, we found out just how extremely cold-hearted Clive's mother is. And personally speaking, I'm hoping we get to take retribution on all the people she's tortured eventually, probably in this episode, but that's just me. She is literally a freaking monster, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what she did is the definition of barbaric. Look at this. Like, who does this? Like, she's literally on par with Vladimir the Impaler. Impaler? There we go. A.K.A. Dracula. The guy that influenced Dracula,
We're
basically.
approaching Newick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I think the worst part is a lot of her knights actually believe they're doing service to it, but then again, I forgot. There are incredibly racist people in this game against the branded.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Okay. I was gonna say, can I even call my chocobo? No? I guess I gotta do it in somewhere random? I don't know. Just wanna see what it's like to ride this thing. That is so awesome. Let's see, a hold to gallop. Oh god, he can fight. That's so freaking cool. Look at it, he's just kicking the crap. Oh my god, no, I gotta get off.
Thanks, Gal.
It's a huge crab right there. And I don't know, it might be a tough enemy. Like, might be like something the equivalent of an adamant voice. Devil crab. Okay, they're not as tough as I thought it'd be, but still. Oh, that's a disappointment. It didn't have a effect like they did in 15. That all of them? As I was saying, in Final Fantasy 15, if you were near water, basically bodies of water, anything like that, you get your abilities like using Blizzard or Thunder could actually be more effective. I think in Blizzard you're actually able to freeze the enemy and those around it in the terrain. But in Thunder I think it actually becomes more effective. But yeah, that was mostly what I was trying to say. Whatever, I mean, it is what it is, right? I guess they can't have every mechanic in every game the same.
The
I like how...
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
As I was saying, like in not Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem Engage, there's some new mechanics that are unique to it. The break system was pretty cool, along with the Engage system. Although my only real complaint about the break system is that it could overwhelm you so badly. It's just devastating on enemy phase. It can render any unit that's able to take a hit defenseless. So basically, there's this character called Goldmary, who's probably the best tanker in the game. Probably, I'm not sure. I think there's another character that might be even better because of DLC and, you know, pay to win. She was, as I was saying, Goldmary. I changed her class into a Great Knight, basically as an armored-like unit. And she could, if she could barely take any damage.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
as I was saying, if she takes only 1 damage, and it's if it's a weapon like an axe, and she's got a lance, the axe will break her and renders her useless for counterattacks and leaves me technically open for attack from another enemy, which is kind of devastating, really. And that's one of the things that bothered me about the break system. Should I go check? Can I even go check the village? Oh, it's a chest. 10 sharp fangs. Is there a reason why there's a boat here? Can I use it? No, I cannot. Okay. No lie, that little shed right here does not look very, what's the word? Safe to keep in storage? Alright, let's see. Maybe we'll get rid of Clive's mother here. Who knows? Maybe Joshua will jump in.
My children are starving!
Have mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off.
Find the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your
sties.
Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it. No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
I was gonna say, can't we just help them out right now and just let them break in? But I guess that's not part of the plan.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
You know what's
If you're
sad?
sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black Light Burns. Okay, interesting title. As I was saying,
The good
what's
news
sad
is we
is...
haven't seen a single black
What?
shield since Old
Are you
Hill.
serious?
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Ah, great. Damn it, Xfinity. Probably rebooting right now itself. As I was saying, it's sad that there's been 18 years in the struggle for Clive and Jill. For 18 years, almost 2 decades, they've just been struggling. Like, nothing but grief. And it's actually really sad. I still can't believe after Sid died, there's another time skip. I'm like, my god. All this savagery's going on.
Stay down!
I like the way he says, stay down. What are these double crabs taste any good, you know? Like good, I don't like seafood, but I wonder if they're edible. I mean, can you imagine if they were? If they were the equivalent of, you know, king crabs. My dad, if he was still with us, he would have loved eating those things if they were real. Who knows, maybe someday, some millions of years from now, when evolution decides to run in the favor of nature itself more, they'll get really big. Still remember that one back when I was like in middle school, about what life's gonna be like some million years into the future. One of my favorite was how apparently squids could become the next intelligent life on this planet long after we leave, apparently. And the Tortoton, I think it was called. Basically, the tortoise gets gigantic, like really big, probably bigger than a Brachiosaurus, or at least heavier, from what I remember it saying. Huh? Oh, I thought something else happened.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
And I'm tired. Another chest. We're getting lucky with these chests today. Realistically speaking, if this town's abandoned, we could be able to get any kinds of goods. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen this architectural style before somewhere. Where? That's it. Attack on Titan. I was gonna say this looks a lot like Attack on Titan's design. I don't know why I remember that anime so fondly. Nope. Oh.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Oh, thieves.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Nope. No such thing. They're probably gonna ambush us.
Or not.
To the deaths with them. Wrong option. And I... Who attacked us? There was another mage? Oh, there we go. That was easy. I was gonna say, that should be a level up, but no.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
No way.
Perhaps it's time you joined him.
Isn't that what's his name?
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
That one guy, I forgot his name. The X-User. I think the other dude died, though.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
There we go, Wade.
So Wade.
We can speak inside.
Two seconds, you guys. I gotta take care of something real quickly. I'm back, you guys. Sorry about that. So Wade was alive? That's surprising. I thought he was dead along with the other guy.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
What?
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, Her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Wait, what?
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
Please, end her.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Alrighty. So now Wade's part of our party, I guess? I don't know, maybe?
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
So is there any quest here? No.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Still, hard to believe you survived that. I thought for sure Odin died in that fire. I was like, I know the other guy for sure must have died. I forgot his name though.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
He was gonna go do it solo?
You haven't changed a bit.
I mean, imagine the guy's good,
So
but
wait.
still.
The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Oh, okay. But he's just a mission ally. Interesting. So I'm happy he's alive. He seemed like a nice dude.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Still.
How
So
long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
as I was saying, so Clive's mother has another kid. Odin, I forgot the guy who Odin's dominant. So he has a kid now. I didn't know that. At least I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. I could be wrong though.
Sideways.
Come along now.
Is there any quests going on in the middle of this? No, none. I'm surprised. Okay then.
Bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Charge now. End them. Oh, mage.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us
Oh, they got 2
that
mages.
a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
I love the
Then
visuals in
come.
this game. I can't get over it.
Die along with your flame!
I remember.
Forestaria!
I think it's funny because in Final Fantasy 15 they have like medieval themed enemies.
Your petty revolution ends here. On
No.
these our swords we swear.
As I was saying, and one of my friends saw a trailer to the game. He looked interested into the game because it looked really good. But this is like back when it was still versus 13-ish, and the trailers looked really good. He thought it was just weird. And I was like, well, yeah, man. You don't have much of imagination, I told him. See, is everyone else dead? And he just thought it was funny that, you know, you have a futuristic world with all this technology and yet you see people dressed in medieval armor. I'm like, what's wrong with that? I think it's pretty cool they still do that, actually.
Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh. They even got a wyvern.
More dragons.
More dragons?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Oh, okay, it's just little ones. I was afraid it was gonna be the big ones again. That all of them?
A noble stand.
A
albeit
Dragoon Black Shield?
A misguided one.
Are you kidding me?
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Oh my god. I don't know why I did that.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? You're a fine hound.
Come on. Break his shield. Oh, thank God. That was easily done. And I got a level up, I believe, maybe. Alright, sweet. 2 seconds again, you guys. I gotta take care of something real quickly again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm back. Alright, we took care of the enemies.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
Probably
A
best
sound
idea.
strategy, my lord.
I'm wondering though. Oh, that was it? That was the quest. You're kidding me, right? I thought there'd be more to it. Doggone it, we don't get to kill Annabelle, whatever her name is again.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Alrighty.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Still hard to believe that he survived all that. All those years. The man's well into his 40s possibly, and still kicking. Maybe even 50s, I don't know. That's a beautiful sight. Here we go. Oh, I thought we were going to see the mother, maybe.
How accommodating. Do you really
in the
think
world
they
is
believe
that in
we
the
are
back?
who we say we are?
Not a chance. at a guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Huh.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
He must be reenacting the story his uncle told him. Maybe, I don't know.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
He's actually crying.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary.
I guess I was
Let me play
close
Sir
on the mark.
Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us.
What the?
You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a
Just
galley
like
in
that?
port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
He's joining us?
This will be fun.
Why does Joe seem a bit, I don't know, troubled? I wonder how much younger Jill is compared to Clive. 2, 3 years younger? Maybe 4? I don't know.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
3 days. It's still a long voyage, in my opinion.
Something on your mind?
Monsters.
Monsters?
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
There's no shame in not staying behind, you know,
So
Jill.
I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings,
I can't blame you,
telling
woman.
myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's.
I mean, it's a hell of a position you were in.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
So she's gonna face it. Alrighty.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
I feel so bad
Thank
for Jill
you.
right now.
Clive,
Yeah, these
I
two.
must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I feel like Jill wanted something more out of this, but you know, I don't know. I feel like she's not putting her feelings in all of this, which is really good of her to do, but come on, Jill. Be a little selfish if you want to. There's no shame in that either. I don't know. I'm debating if I should just call it an episode because I feel like if I go into the next chapter, it's gonna be a very long one. I cannot help but get that feeling. Do I dare? I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Let's go with it. I hope it's not too long, though. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron
Oh,
Kingdom.
God.
But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Let me see how many quests there are. I'll probably just do the quest then, because that'll make this episode too long. I don't know, some people say an hour is already too long enough as it is, so I don't know. I'm not one to judge, really.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this?
Ivan.
Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Really?
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes,
This
and
music
even you would
here.
trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Yeah, why not? I got nothing better to do right now.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Oh.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
I think it might be those weird things come out of the plants. I forgot what they're called. Oh wait, I'm dumb. This is right here. I imagine it's here at least. What I'm trying to say, I imagine it's that weird creature thing, but maybe a tougher enemy of it. I don't know.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if
This guy
they
has a
were,
funny voice.
you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
And he kind of looks
Do
funny
the
too.
Scorpions still live nearby?
Sorry, I'm not a bully, you know
Dare
that.
say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Unwanted violets. That's an interesting name for a scorpion tail. Kind of misleading, if anything. Unwanted violets. I mean, I get it. It turns violet, and it's an unwanted thing to fill your stomach with. But still, such a weird, misleading title. I thought it was gonna be something, maybe some weird vegetative-based, like plant creature thing. But that was just my guess. Is he faster? I mean, is she faster? Let's see. Yeah, she is. It's kind of funny watching her run like that, though. I think my dog's having a bad dream again. I didn't know she could get one chocobo too, but I guess it makes sense. There we go.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
That's not good. Oh, that was a cool new fight animation. There we go.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
I mean, I don't envy you for having to try that, Clive. I mean, I used to watch a show called Bizarre Foods America, but it's been a long time. There is some food that is really weird, and you'll never see me eat it. I was like, oh god, no. I'll probably lose my stomach. And I mean that quite literally.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Maybe boiling it will get rid of toxins. I don't know. I know the chemical reactions stop at sub-zero temperatures, but that's basically it about anything like that. I don't know how poisons work. That does not look good at all. Oh my god.
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab
Try
a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Is he alive?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes.
What?
It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine.
Are you serious?
Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That thing looks like it could kill you.
I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Oh god.
Sure she will.
I wonder if Clive's thinking, what have I done? That does not sound good at all. No? Oh, okay, here's the stairway also.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
There are new billets being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn.
He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
All right. It's seriously here? Okay. Oh wait, Blackthorn. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Like I said, I'm very bad at remembering names. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It's a curse, I swear to God. It's the curse of one of my things I'm cursed with.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that?
His voice does not match his
You never know,
appearance.
you might feel better for getting it all out in the open.
Sounds like a young guy.
Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud.
Huh.
Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for?
No,
now piss off.
All
The way
right.
he says it.
We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Where's she at? I forgot. Oh, right here.
Monster's taken quite a liking.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already.
What?
Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
I actually thought we were gonna go hunting for something, but never mind.
I could have sworn we had a few.
Every time I hear that one note, it reminds me of Kobo's Coast. There we go. From Legends. Moogle.
Ah, yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend. Nectar, was it? I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter?
Oh, so we're going after a bounty
The
then?
hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Yeah, I took care of him. There we go. Are you serious? Wait, am I not at a rank for this, or what? Okay, so it goes after chocobos and children. So what do I do now? Okay, am I supposed to just... Is there any other... I don't know. If I can't figure this out, I might as well just keep going forward, but I don't know.
Typical nobles.
Oh, Joe's just staring at the ocean.
That monster's taken quite a light to Lady Karen.
Back, are ya? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. Be off with you. So, what'll it be? And?
Okay, so what do I do? Am I missing something here or what? This might be something I have to figure out on my own when I'm not playing. I might have to Google it actually, because I don't know what to do. Am I not strong enough to take on this challenge or what? What's going on?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? I'll be
I'll
here
leave.
waiting.
Okay, so I don't know what to do then.
Never hear about these guardians of the
I mean... okay, it's not... it's just repetitive details. So am I supposed to just go into Lostwing or Car Norvent? Like Norvent? There we go. Alright, let's see. It's gotta be here. I mean, that's... I wasn't sure if I was gonna just be given the location. I don't know. Maybe I have to read the hints and use whatever information I have to find this damn thing. I don't know.
Good day to you.
Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
I'm going the right way. Okay, just want to make sure. I'm hoping, if not, I'm just going to call an episode and figure out later on. I'm not interested in fighting those things. That wasn't it, was it? That looked like a wyvern to me. No, a dragon, I should say. This is actually a little tedious.
All right. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
This is an open space, no? Yeah, I was right. Okay, thank God. Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh God, it's up there. Doggone it. Oh my God, I parried. What in the... He's got a lot of HP. It's tough. At least they did a lot of extra work on these new enemies here. Come on, just Oh my god, I killed it. Alright, 2 seconds everyone. I gotta take care of something real quickly again. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm back everyone. Sorry about that. This griffin was a little tough. Bark.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Camille.
I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Alrighty, now we go back.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
I wasn't sure if I was just supposed to, like, you know, I didn't think they were gonna make us try to see if, you know, like, read the detail and then go looking after the damn griffin just like that, but I guess that was the case. I was for sure that, you know, I thought it was gonna be more, what's the word, dialogued, but no, that was not what I thought, sadly. But whatever.
Taking quite a liking to
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most
my
leather
dog
workers
here's the
are.
neighbor's dog.
But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Alrighty. And there goes that quest. Okay. Drake Slayer's belt. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna call this an episode, you guys. It's already been a good while. I just want to say thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later.